Man, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like in a major way. Like I don't see myself as like no interview. Like I don't really want to do no interview. I just want to chop it up with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Do what we do.
Like, earlier we was just talking about just I know we both having that affiliation for giving back to the community, making sure that we reinvest into, the youth, and that's such a major thing, and it's dope to see a person in your position doing something like that who accomplished so much. Like, it's inspiration for me, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So it's like, why is that so important to you? Like, why?
Man. I mean, it's super simple. It's like so many people did it for me.
Yeah.
Like I remember outside of just, what the family do for you. You have pillars in your family, your mother, your fathers, your uncles, cousins, big brother, folk on the block, folk at school, but I remember, like, especially with those like the career days. Like I remember when Doug Banks and Bonnie Deshawn came to my school. I went to Emmanuel Christian School on 83rd and Damon, 8301 South Damon, South Side. And man, I just remember sitting. It was a chapel. We was in the church or chapel, and I just remember his presence and all the positivity that he poured our way. He was just super uplifting, and he was, for us, he was a hero. This was Doug Banks. He was on the radio. He on GCI. Like this, this Doug Banks, and he right there. Talking to us. So for me, like that, like moments like that did so much for me, and I know the impact that it can have on somebody who's young, coming up, trying to find themselves, maybe, have some insecurities or some doubts or some fears or whatever. And like you said earlier, it's like going back and talking to your younger self. It's like, all right, I've learned this along the way. Man, if I can give you this, a little bit of what I learned, and it can help, like, that help might lead to something big for the world, or at least in their lives, at least, hopefully.
Yeah, most definitely. That's dope hearing that, because for me, my story is kind of like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to understand your perspective, because it lets you know it's more than just one. You know what I'm saying? It's more than two. Like mine, it's so important to me because I didn't see that. Like my school, we wasn't having that. So, I'm looking up to the people that's in the closest proximity of me.
Right.
I got a big brother. He, man, was an amazing big brother. You know what I'm saying? Still is.
Yeah.
And he still got me. He gonna call me when we finish this. Hey, how did it go? What you doing? Like, all right, let me see what you did.
Right.
So
shout out to Big Brother, man.
Man. But I remember seeing these guys that I couldn't relate to.
Right.
And it's like, you want to get in front of me as a kid. You don't look like me. You don't talk like me. They like, you hear about this guy and this crazy drug tales, how he was the man, and now he changed his life over and he sell commercial real estate, and he ain't got no mustache and he got a suit. I'm like,
right.
I don't relate to this guy. Who is this? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, it's so important for me to give back and show young people that you can be successful and still look like them.
Right.
Because for the longest, man, like, in my background, I come from a lot of the things that, we all typically deal with, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I kind of lost where I was at. But what I come from, I just didn't see that. And so I also felt like when I graduated from all that street nonsense, that I felt like a wolf. Like, these people ain't even gonna trust me. Like, they ain't gonna feel comfortable around me. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, just over a cycle of realizing it's like you were taught and bred to believe that you're really not good enough.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
real.
So it's like,
that's real.
Damn, I'm sitting up here, I'm wearing the suits now, and I'm here trying to put on a disguise so I can ease you into dealing with me,
Right.
and then once you get, you know, I get you with that, then I can show you my brilliance.
Right.
When it should be the other way around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can just come in and know that I have value and that I have, you know, worth and something to offer that is my own brilliance and my own life experiences and the things that make me different. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to go and talk to the kids and let them know, first of all, you know, you're good enough.
Right.
Now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even if the ways that they're telling you should go, you know, the ways you want to go may not exist yet, but you can create those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it is. A lot of it is just showing them possibility. Because a lot of the kids where they at, they can't see. You can't see past where you at. When you haven't lived but so long, it's hard to see past where you at when you ain't really explored too far past your block and your neighborhood, and you don't know what's out there in the world yet. You know, you haven't gotten to them crossroads. But you know, it's man, when you're able to go back and like, you know, and to share, you know, a story, an experience, you know, a moment of like just some real life moments. Yeah. And they love it and they relate to it. You know, they there with you. You know, it's like you telling this story, this real life story, and they all in it. You know, and it feeds their souls, it feeds their spirits. And I've had moments where I've shared, you know, I share my gift. I'll do poetry for folks, whether it be, you know, schools or concerts or show, whatever, you know, like it somebody asks me spit, I spit. You know what I mean?
Go.
You know,
Go.
you know, like
TTG.
Yeah, so I've been a little bit everywhere in a lot of different arenas, you know, and it's like you never know how much your words can impact somebody. Like you have no idea. You like for me, I mean, especially when I was younger, when I just young in my craft, it was really, you know, doing for the fun of it, for the sport of it. Like, man, like I really enjoy writing and sharing, and it was fun putting the wordplay together and, you know, trying to figure out these new stories and then get them tight, and then say I'm gonna jump off the bridge and with no fear and give it to you.
Right.
You know, like I'm all right. This is what I got. And boom, here for the fun of it, for the joy of it. You know, for the passion of it. You know, so you know you share your gift, and you still don't really have any idea how much that will impact somebody. You don't know where anybody else is at in their life, where they at with, you know, on their path, and how what you saying is going to impact them and shift and add perspective. You know, so it's man, it's amazing to be able to be able to do that and to be conscious of it to do it. Because a lot of us, you know, we get caught up in life, you know, so we forget, definitely. You know, so to do that it's important, it's necessary, you know.
You know, one of the things that I picked about you, man, is like, yo, you always find a way to cross over into so many things. Like, you know, it like, I started off doing poetry like 4th grade. I was into it. Like, I even had a little poem published in this little book in 4th grade. Like we went through the concepts. My mother got the books. You know what I'm saying? I was a deep dude. Deep little 4th grader. The poem was called The Lighthouse. But
that's dope.
Even up until recently, just really even watching you and your journey, I haven't seen so many outlets being created for, you know, poets.
Wow.
Like, and you so smooth about it. You crazy, man. We just kicking it. You never once thought to mention that, hey, I'm doing this AARP commercial and it's just all on me. The whole commercial, this is all wrapped around me and it's all this stuff going on around it, and you just so smooth and cool. Like, we on to the next thing. I gotta catch a flight. We moving.
It's funny, man. Like, it's definitely like a huge blessing. You know, like every thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot.
How are you able to do that? Like, we need to know how you able to, like.
Man, I tell people, man, it's you know, I'm just catching blessings. Catching blessings. I keep going, and even in them times where, you know, you get tired, you get exhausted. You know, them times where you ready to throw in the towel, and then in those moments, you know, something to happen. You know, like, you know, God will send a sign, a phone to ring, somebody will shoot an email like, can you come do this? And it's just something to like pick your spirit up and refocus you and keep you going. And then like me, I'm always amazed. Like I've been on some amazing stages. I've been invited to do some amazing I have amazing friends that are connected to amazing people, and they'll recommend me.
Your network deep.
You know,
I know how you come.
Like I only like like sometimes I don't realize or take time to realize how deep it is, but I just got some dope, beautiful people in my life, and they look out, you know, and I find myself on the stage, man, doing a poem for Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Or I find myself on the stage with Deepak Chopra right here, you know, and I'm doing my doing my poetry, you know, or like Makudi and Chike hit me about doing the doc for Muhammad Ali.
Shout out to them, man.
You know, Makudi and Chike all day, you know, definitely. Creative control, you know, so it's like it's dope. I just had these amazing people, you know, that connect with you know this direction, this path that God got me on, and man, I thank God for even having the ability to, you know, to put words to page, to have a voice to carry those words, you know, to be blessed with, you know, with visions and dreams. Like a lot of times I wake up and I'm like, you know, I got a line to say I sleep with a pen in my hand so I can write my dreams. Because a lot of times I wake up and I'm like in my dream I'm spitting something and I try and wake up to catch it. You know, I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm realizing I'm dreaming, I'm waking up and I'm trying to catch whatever it was. And it's man, I thank God for it. It's a gift. It's a gift. And I don't know why I was chosen or why any of us are chosen to be equipped with the gifts that we have, but man, I thank God for mine, you know.
It's a major blessing.
It's so dope to be able to, like, you know, live your dream and your purpose and see it take you different places and meet different people, and it's been amazing, man. It ain't always been easy either. It's like, man, it should be hard, you know. It'd be hard, you know, but there are those things that just, you know, and those people and the support system, and you know, they keep you going, keep you grounded, keep you focused. Like, yo, we need you. Like somebody tell you they need you, when you feeling needless, you feel like, like, man, Jay, I need you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I needed that reminder, you know? So yeah, it's a blessing, man.
That's major, man. I also hear you, you know, just keep talking about how important it is to have the right relationships and the people around you.
Absolutely.
It's funny, we was just with P. Scott earlier, right?
Yeah, just seen the homie.
Yeah, cause he said that, you know what I'm saying? He's working on the mural. And man, you know, man, he's just a real guy.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's funny to me, like I was just saying to him, like, it seemed like when you really lining up and you really getting into your momentum and the way everything it begins to happen, stuff just start falling in line. And it's crazy how you start meeting other people that you connect with when you operating on a certain frequency and a wavelength. And those people are in sync.
Right.
I had no idea y'all knew each other. Ain't got history. He said y'all got a commercial and everything together.
Like, we met doing a commercial.
I gotta see that too, by the way.
Yeah, it's dope. It's super dope. I disappeared and everything at the end. I was like, damn, I disappeared. You know? Like, it was dope. But I think he had just, like, when we did the spot, I feel like he had just moved to Chicago. Or he wasn't here too long when we did it. Yeah, that was a dope experience, man. He just an incredible dude, gifted, cool. He's super cool. But like you said, like you'll run into people like that, and running into someone like that, meeting this person, that person, they're reminders to you that, okay, I am moving in the right direction. All right, this is, you know, the dots are connecting, and I'm getting that momentum to keep, you know, pushing and pursuing, you know, this dream and this and the dream is really just want to infuse, man, some positivity into the world, some love into the world, you know, like, you know, just like some upliftment, some, you know, encouragement, you know, something that's dope and fly and fun too, but you know,
yeah, of course.
You know, you want to just create art that'll hopefully help heal and hopefully help someone, you know, continue to build themselves up.
You know, when I think about people that I'm dealing with, like in my life, because, you know, these are the people that you pull from. Like from the smallest cellular organism is going to adapt to the things that surround it. And when I think of the relationships of the people that surround me, I always think, you know, are you around because of a circumstance? Like I just met you and we live close to each other,
right?
Or you're a relative and I've been knowing for a long time. Is that why we have a relationship,
right?
Or better yet, are we around each other because we are likeness in mind? And for me, that's just how I'm able to kind of pick between. Okay, like the friends that I have now, we are in different industries, but we cross paths because we're all chasing our dreams and doing something.
Right.
Like a buddy of mine, like, you know, we did the show in New York, and our show. My buddy, he happens to be in New York during the same time, building up the art shows.
Oh,
that's totally different industry.
Right.
But just to even see that is like inspirational. It's like, man, like, just sometimes I realize that people, and I've always been like that as well, you know, because people are your comfort zone, and sometimes you're afraid to let go of that.
Right.
But it's kind of keeping you away from the people that can help you propel the way you're trying to go.
Man, you got to be decisive and careful and conscious, like when it comes to like who you got around you, you know, and that takes time and maturity and experience and you know, maybe it's, you know, different chapters they were great for you and y'all in different chapters now, and like I ain't necessarily needing to go in that direction, like I need to go here, you know. Like I was man, I've been blessed, like even my spirit, my soul choosing to be birthed to my mom and my daddy, you know, from the get-go. You know, I was blessed to just be implanted and surrounded by some incredible, beautiful, intelligent, just angelic, creative people, you know, just good-hearted people. And then that extended to my brothers, and that extended to the rest of the family. And you know, you pay attention, like, man, I got, you know, some interesting people in my life. And then you get older, and then it's, you know, the folks that's in your schools, and then high school and college, and then for me, you know, you had different folk that you date, you kick it with, and then I was blessed to meet this amazing woman, and you know, we had we hit it off, like no arguing, didn't argue at all, like,
bro, that's important,
man. Maybe for the first year, I don't think we had a argument, you know, and it was. Maybe it was two. Maybe it was two. Yeah, for some reason I remember.
We did two from somewhere, right?
It was more like five, like the first 5 years, like, you know. But you know, I was blessed to meet this woman who not only was just incredible in her own right, but just had a genuine concern and compassion and looked for the betterment, you know, like was always lifting me up, like, yo, you can do this, you can do that.
That's cool.
Man, the first time I sang on a record, like I was super self-conscious about my voice.
Yeah.
Like even the first time I heard my voice, it was on an answer machine. I was like, who was that?
Right.
And I didn't realize it was me. So me getting comfortable with my voice took time. And then I was doing this record with this group called Abstract Mind State, old school Ice Green and EP The Hellcat. Dope Chicago hip hop group. And they wanted me to do this record. So they sent me the track was crazy. And I had this hook. I'm riding back to her crib, to Atari crib. And I'm riding to her crib, listening to this joint. She sings, so I'm like, man, it'd be dope if I have her sing this, and then I do the poem. And then when I got to her crib, I'm like, yo, so look, they gave me this track they want me to do. I want you to sing this. And then I said, why don't you have a talk with me so I can show you the sights that I see? Why don't you lend a thought to me so I can take you to places I be? Why don't you take a walk with me through this abstract mind, state of mind? And I was like, yo, you got it? She was like, you should sing that. I was like, what? No. You know, it's like she saw things in me that I didn't see, and she always encouraged and just lifted me up. You know, like, man, like gave me another level of belief in myself and love for self, and that was something I wanted to reflect with her. And then outside of her and us, you know, you run into other people like that they either for you or they against you. They lifting you up or they draining your energy. You know, they good people, maybe they not. So it's like you gotta have some discernment and cause you don't have a lot of time. Right. Like we ain't got a lot of time. So when you have certain folk around, it's like, yo, are you wasting my time? You know, cause I could be moving at a smoother pace and I could be further ahead, but are you pulling me back from somewhere I need to be? Am I pulling myself back by, you know? So you gotta be conscious of that, man.
That's big facts.
It's real. What they say, real talk.
Most definitely,
real
man.
Talk.
Like, you know, I be talking with my homies about this, man. Just this journey, this route, it's a lonely one when you following your dreams, that path, and you dream of, you know, having somebody that can pour into you, because so many people would just take away, not even knowingly. Like you'll have, you know, friends and call you and you had a rough day, but they gonna call you and tell you about pour everything on you. It's like, yo, I ain't even had that much left in me to give you, but I'm finna lay.
And then when they done, they off the phone.
Yeah, and I feel much better. You good?
Man, thanks, dog. Thanks for talking to me.
I'm beat up. Right. I got your problems in, man. I'm finna go to sleep, bro. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? It's not over tomorrow. But I know that's important, man. Like, man, a strong woman, man, that can really help take you to that next level, man. That's a blessing, man.
Man, it's the core of the village. The core of the village is the woman. You know, is
believe that.
Everything evolves. Everything begins, evolves, revolves around the woman. You know, so having that connection, like things won't happen without her. You know, like we don't give enough value and show enough worth to our women, and it's sad because this thing don't move, bro, it don't rotate without them,
bro. Like this, I wouldn't even want to be in the world if it like
right.
Terrible. Like I hate guys.
Yeah,
bro.
right,
you my brother, I love you, but like I hate guys.
Yeah, like man, like everybody be on they piece of land alone.
Nah, man, like that's like I say, man. All of these is like such key factors to elevation, man. Just elevating and getting to that next level, man, and having the right partner, man. Bro, I dream of that. Like that's what everybody who, like, cause in this world to really be accomplishing anything, we chasing quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't got time to be entertaining all these conversations, all these. I'm trying to get there. I got stuff I gotta do. I can't even, you know, talk about nothing with you because
that's real.
While I'm doing that, I can't even go out really, especially if it ain't something that I know is worth my time, because I'm gonna have my head space somewhere else thinking about what I should be doing right now. Now I'm gonna feel bad and we're gonna have a terrible time. So let's just not even do this. I'm gonna hit you back. I'm working.
That's good that you got that, because it took me a minute to figure that one out. I'm always like, no, I gotta go, you know. And you're right. Like it ain't always necessary as being again, it's like how you spend your time and who you spending it with and where you spending it at.
Like my big thing is
everything.
I don't spend time, I invest it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you invest money, all that stuff, right? You actually get that back. This time I can't get it back.
Right.
So everything that I put into it, this is an investment and I want a return on that.
Right.
I need some get back on that. You know what I'm saying? What are we gaining from that? So that's like real. A very important thing, man. Like major facts, man. So I just think it's amazing how you've been able to transcend into so many different things, man. So many different things, you know. using your craft and honing that skill. And you know, at this point, you know, I want to know what's next, man. What's the next move? What you got going on?
Man, yeah,
where do you see this? Where you steering this ship, man?
Yeah, so it's a lot of amazing things working on, like in the near future. Working on a Martin Luther King Jr. documentary.
That's amazing.
With Cootie and Chike for BET.
Y'all working big on that. For that. Y'all heavy.
Yeah, we're doing work for Ernie Barnes, the great Ernie Barnes, artist extraordinaire, a man who shifted the culture. A lot of people know him from doing the paintings for JJ on Good Times. He was but he did so much more than that. Marvin Gaye album cover, you know, the Sugar Shack, of course. Curtis, he did cover Curtis Mayfield, BB King. He was the official artist for the '84 Olympics. Wow. A lot of amazing transformative work. So doing some shows, some events with to celebrate his 80th birthday, which is this year.
Wow.
And then all of that is intermingled with this music that this album that I've just finished, which I'm like super proud of. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Congratulations.
I'll take that. So we're working on 2 projects. So one is myself, the J Ivy project, and the other project is my wife, Tari Teray, the Queen, like one of the coldest vocalists, songwriters like you ever hear. She was on like all over Kanye first album, John Legend first album, toured with Talib. She's right now singing background with Slick Rick. So she do a lot of amazing stuff. So we finished both projects, and I was able to do some songwriting with her for her projects. A little bit of arrangement here and there. She let me just work creatively and just let me lend my ear to what she was creating, which is this amazingly beautiful music and soul music, you know. And then my project is poetry with music, and it's just these different experiences that I've had that I wanted to just paint a picture with real quick. Not real quick, but just in a beautiful way. So we both had these beautiful, amazing musicians on the records. Shout out to JT, my guy Maurice Mo Better Brown, trying to think who else, Steve Wallace, the Ski, I'm trying to think, the Ski do one of the joints. No, Ski ain't do one of the joints on this album. Well, anyway, it's a lot of dope. Like Maurice, not Maurice, but I said Maurice already, but my guy Marshall Knights. Marshall Knights, man, is a phenomenal brother, man. So he played everything. He did some production. Mike London. So a lot of dope people, man. So just looking to present that next. Me and Cootie, we started shooting the first video last week out in New York. And I was excited about that, and working on the artwork. So shout out to my guy Salim, he out in LA working on the artwork. And just getting ready, man. Just go keep creating and getting this music out there, doing more acting. You know, that's something that's always been a dream of mine, to act. Yeah. So I want to do that in a bigger way. And then always working on Dear Father, which is started out as a book, now as a movement. We're looking to get use the book Dear Father, which also has a free curriculum to go with it. Thank you, to get people, inspire people to write letters to their fathers. And the theme is called 1 million letters written, 1 million hearts healed. So it's Dear Father Letters, dearfatherletters.com. It's the website, and that's been super positive and uplifting, and a lot of folk are finding healing, you know, through the power of forgiveness and expression. So that's where we at. Yeah.
I want to be involved with that. How can people get in touch with you, man?
Yo, Instagram, Twitter, J_IVY, the letter J_IVY. My website is J-IVY, so J-Ivy.com. And Facebook, J.IvyPoet is my Facebook page. And catch me in the streets, man. We out here.
Man, we appreciate everything you're doing for the culture, for the community. man, for the city, just everything, man, and just you being you and inspiring us all, man. So much love, much respect,
man. Much love to you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, needed, man. Thank you.